Hello and welcome to my channel Close to the Edge. My name is Pat, where we talk about all things prog rock, classic rock, heavy rock, and maybe, just maybe, a stick of rock. Stick around, you never know. You never know. Anyway, this video is a continuation of my last video of my vinyl collection, and the letters today are G to O. Fair few in there, a lot of them I know very well. Some I haven't played in a while now, in fairness, but you wouldn't know what you'd find in here. Used to have a big collection, as I said in my previous video. Damaged, sold, gave away, taken, whatever. The advent of CD then, I went mad into CDs, got rid of a lot of vinyl. You know yourself, a lot of us have been down that road. Many of us. But anyway, enough of me waffling anyway. Let's get started with G. And I know it's Peter Gabriel. And it's this excellent album. It's his third album, solo album. A lot of people call it Melt, obviously, with the face melting. And this is excellent. And Kate Bush is on this, I'm very certain. That's that one. I think I have another one then. It's called Us. It has the brilliant track Steam on it, which is brilliant. Brilliant live. This is a double studio. Early 90s, I think. Excellent album. Don't have any much more by Gabriel, which I will have to get. Not a huge fan of Peter Gabriel sort of stuff, but I do still like him. And of course, talking about Peter Gabriel, or the Genesis Nursery Crime. Incredible album. This was the first album with Phil Collins on a drummer. Absolutely just one of the most underrated drummers ever. And of course, Steve Hackett on guitar, first album. Brilliant album. Of course, they followed that up then with this. Supper's Ready's on this, Foxtrot. The Red Dress, Post Wars in Dublin, like a live concert. Another incredible album. Like they had some run of albums, really. Then you had the live one. Don't know whether it's in between those two or not, I'm not sure. It's a single live album. Absolutely brilliant here. Pretty wanting the double. But it's a good sounding record, this one. No, it's a great live album. And then we have Selling England by the Pound. It's the Japanese version of an excellent sound of it, but I have it on SACD from Analog Productions. It blows this thing away, to be honest with you. And I've heard of a Kevin, the Analog Productions, on a vinyl. It's incredible too. Then, of course, you have the famous The Lamb, lies down on Broadway. First two sides, absolutely stellar. Second two sides, not as good, but I think overall it's an amazing album. Of course, Peter Gabriel left the band after that, and they got Phil Collins to sing. And I have two versions of this, A Trick of the Tail. This is an original Italian presence. Sounds great. But creme de la creme one. It's my only Analog Productions on vinyl. Kevin has a load of them. Absolutely a load of them. Sound on this is 45 RPM, which is a bit of a pain with me, because my NAD turntable you have to take off the platter and move the belt on. A fucking pain if ever there was one. I know it only takes a few seconds, but still you have to do it. What an album. Oh, possibly my favourite album by them. It fluctuates, you know yourself. It does fluctuate. Then, what have we next? Steve Hackett's last album, Wind and Wuthering. Not as good as A Trick of the Tail, but not too far behind it. Their last real prog album. I mean real prog. Changed after this. Brilliant album. And of course, before their next studio, they had Seconds Out, the live album, and Hackett left while they were mixing this album. It's a pity, really, but he just said he wanted to do his own thing. Probably as far as you were going to go with him anyway. But this is brilliant. Absolutely incredible live album. Incredible. Then, of course, and then there were three, which is not too bad. I think it's a very good album to excellent album. Different, still a bit proggy in places. And then in 1980, they had Duke, which is more proggy, I think, and then there were 3. Still, you had the poppy stuff creeping in. You can hear it. Still not bad, though. I enjoy it. Now, do you know I have Invisible Touch? A lot of people wouldn't think I'd have this album. This is, I think it's 86. Probably the biggest selling album. It's not bad, though. You know, very well produced. I think that's the last of my Genesis now. I'm certain of it. Yep, it is. Next up, we have Grand Funk live album. Got Grand Funk Railroad. It's not bad. Wouldn't be my cup of tea, that band. It's the only thing I have by him. But not bad. And you have a kind of a best of golden earring. Yeah, it's a 2 LP set. Excellent stuff. Dutch band. Very similar to Wishbone Ash, I always find. But still, good stuff. Now we have Peter Hamill from Van de Graaff Generator. This is an excellent solo album. It's the only one I have by him. Excellent stuff. Now we're going on to Gentle Giant. I don't have much Gentle Giant on vinyl. Most of them is on CD. This is kind of Giant Steps. This is a kind of compilation album. Brilliantly done. Brilliant cover. But absolutely all the great stuff is on that. All the proggy stuff. Then recently I went out and bought, this was released back in the summer on triple LP. I also have it on Blu-ray and CD. And another CD, and you'll see it again. One of the best live albums ever. Not made in Japan though, in fairness, but still brilliant. No live album is made in Japan. And here it is again. This is, I think, the original one. Still sounds great. I'm hold on to it because there are different tracks from different concerts on this one. Then we have The Missing Piece on LP. It's not a bad album. For Nobody, the last track on it is fucking brilliant. Brilliant. And then we have, oh Christ, look at this thing. A Joint for a Day. Why I have it? I don't know, I have it anyway. Oh, it's a bad album. Tried to do their go commercial and poppy. And they didn't succeed. Utter fucking rubbish. Now we have the Irish band, the Tawn, as this is pronounced. A lot of people pronounce this wrong. They say the Tain. It's not. Just as I'm Irish, so I know how to pronounce it. It's the fada is in there. T-A fada. I-N, so you call it the Tawn by the Horslips. Incredible albums. Absolutely incredible. Derek Doom is on that. Fantastic. Then you have their masterpiece, Celtic prog rock, The Book of Invasions, Sword of Light. I thought this is fucking unreal. If you haven't heard this, I beg you to go and get that album. To follow that up, then I think I write Aliens. Some people asked me, did I have it when I was doing my CD? I have it. Excellent album. Absolutely excellent album. Another one recommended. Then we have, the Short Stories and Tall Tales. Not a great album, if I'm being honest. Not great. Not great at all. What have I next? Now I have The Man Who Built America. This is their last studio album. This is brilliant. Utterly brilliant. Hard rock and kind of gone away from the more Celtic stuff and into more rock. But still utterly brilliant. Now who have we? Hawkwind, A Sonic Attack. Not a huge fan of these. Not a bad album. Would I buy any more? No. Not my thing. I know people say I'm into Eli and they're no, Eli are in a different league. Now we have Steve Hackett's Defector. It's the original one with the poster on it. Picked this up at a record fair. I think it was last year. Sometime last year. Absolutely pure class. Not as good as Genesis though. And we have Hawk Lords. It's okay. It's okay. Iron Maiden. People don't think I have Iron. There you go. There's Killers. It's not a bad album. You know, not bad at all. Then we have It Bites, the debut album. The Big Lad in the Windmill. 80s kind of prog poppy band from the north of England. Stellar album. If you haven't heard this, go and check that out. Please check that out. Now I think we're on to Jethro Tull, are we? We are indeed. Stand Up. It's the Stephen Wilson remix. What an album. I've talked about this numerous occasions. Numerous. Now, move over to the next ones. We have... Back on. That's my shirt. Brilliant. Incredible. This is the original copy. Original. Then we have them all on CD, every one of them. We'll have a whole lot on this is a passion play, which a lot of people think is laborious and what have you. A lot of people think it's a masterpiece. I think it's a masterpiece. Brilliant. Then we have, what have we next? Oh yeah, the one I bought recently. Still Living in the Past. I didn't buy the book set. I know I have all them box sets. Because I have most of that stuff on the other box sets, but I wanted to buy it on the LP. And it sounds brilliant by Stephen Wilson. War Child 2. Which of course I have on the box set now. I got this fairly cheap. Excellent. And we have Minstrel in the Gallery. Pure class. Everyone knows what I think of these albums. Then we have an original copy of Songs for the Woods. Absolutely pure and utter class. And then we have Stormwatch on the Stephen Wilson remix. Another brilliant album. One of my favourites, actually. Then we have many times I have this, I have it a heap of times. Brilliant. Utterly brilliant. And of course, next one is the one I always have up there on the box. I changed it today. Is the Broadsword and the Beast box set, which is absolutely unbelievable. There's 4 LPs in this. Pick that up if you can. It's really brilliant. Lovely to have. Lovely. Next one is Songs from the Vault 75 to 78. Great subscriber of mine here on the channel, John Brazel from Tennessee, sent me this. Always grateful to John and Paul Tomley. On to K now. King Crimson. First album. It's the only one I have on LP by King Crimson. I have the rest of them on CD. I used to have most of them on LP. She practically them all. The only one I'm left with. Greatest debut album of all time. Now what do we have? Kansas. Live album, 2 for the show. Fucking brilliant. Brilliant American prog band. Now we have, this is an Australian band. I have one album by him. King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. Now my good friend over there in Ontario loves this band. Robert's on my turntable. He loves this band. He told me to get into more of them, which I will eventually. Next one up we have German band, Kraftwerk. Man Machine. I think this is their best album. You see better than Autobahn. Really do. Influenced an awful lot of the techno pop stuff going forward. Now, who have we next? I think we have Lynyrd Skynyrd. One More for the Road, or One More from the Road. Absolutely brilliant live album. Not a huge fan of that band now, but still, that's a brilliant album. We're getting there now, lads, so we're getting there. Led Zeppelin. The one I did a review on not so long ago. This is just an EP, the anniversary live EP. I did a video. You must check that video out, actually. I'll leave a link up there. So you can watch and see what I think of it. Now, I hope they don't slide off. Now, who will be next? John Lord, Saraband. Incredible studio album from the genius from Deep Purple. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. They are going to slide off, and I know they are, so I'm going to have to put them down there. Now, we're on to the Michael Schenker group. This is their debut album. Brilliant debut album. Absolutely brilliant. Brilliant. And then we have the third album. It's Assault Attack. I think this is his best album that I've heard. Graham Bonnet sings on this. Absolutely incredible. Incredible album. Over next. We have the Moody Blues. Every good boy deserves favour. An excellent album. Really is an excellent album. Marillion. I never told you when I was doing my CDs I had Marillion Script for a Justice here on LP. Not a band I particularly like, but it's not a bad album. Not a bad album. I really must give them a better listen, to be quite honest with you. Gary Moore we're on to now. And this is his jazz fusion album. Has Parisian Walkway and Back on the Streets on it. It's called Back on the Streets. This album. Absolutely brilliant. Brilliant. Listen to the guitar work on that. It's incredible. Right. I think we have... Yeah, who are we? Patrick Moraz. A solo album by Patrick Moraz. Not great, to be honest with you. Thought it because thought it'd be good. Not great at all. Not great at all. Magnum. Chase the Dragon. Absolutely stellar album. Look at the cover by Rodney Matthews. Brilliant. I think the Moving Hearts are next. Yeah. That order. The debut album, Moving Hearts, I think I mentioned before on another video. Irish band, Christy Moore in it. Brilliant. Brilliant. And the Uilleann Pipes on it then as well. Storm. This is a brilliant album. This is an instrumental album. Davy Spillane on the Uilleann Pipes. Just incredible. Christy Moore wasn't on this one. It's a brilliant album. What do we have? Now we have an album. I have this year's. I got this off the radio station, actually, WLR, I think, years and years ago. Monsters of Rock, Rainbow, Scorpions, April Wine, Saxon Riot. I kept hold of it. You know, it's not in great condition. That's the only thing. That's the only thing. Now we're on to Nazareth. Great band from Scotland. It's their debut album, which is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Another album now by Nazareth. I don't have a whole lot by Nazareth. This is Razamanaz. Yeah, I think Roger Glover produced this album. Excellent album. But the next albums get better by this one. Hair of the Dog. I can see the colour of the vinyl. Oh, can you see it? Kind of purpley. It's a brilliant album. Absolutely stellar. Another brilliant album by Expect No Mercy. Bought this at a record fair a while ago. Looking for that for a while. Brilliant. Brilliant. All them albums are brilliant. I think their best studio album is probably this one. With the Rodney Matthews cover, No Means Sin. Debatable though which one is actually best, you know. Look at that one. That's green vinyl. I have the vinyl there, see it? They're recent ones, like they're not originals or anything like that. They're just reissues. Now we have Ted Nugent. And with the hype sticker. The way I keep them things for. Brilliant album. Cat Scratch Fever. What a great track. Brilliant album. Probably his best. Probably, but I haven't listened to enough of him to know which is his best, you understand? Now, this is probably the only jazz album I have in my collection. The Blues and the Abstract Truth. The Oliver Nelson Quintet. Absolutely class, from 1961 or 2. Not a big jazz fan, but I like this. I love the production. It's absolutely brilliant. We're getting there now. We're on to O now, so it's the last letter. It's a Mike Oldfield box set. This has a disc with all different bits and pieces on it. Tubular Bells, Heard Us Rage and Platinum. Not Platinum, beg your pardon. Armadon. And it's actually incredible. They're remixed on for surround sound. And brilliant. Brilliant. And this is actually Armadon itself. I picked this up at it's a bit marked down there. I picked it up at a record. I think I picked it up for a £5, and it's actually in mint condition. It's the original. On the original label, as you can see. A live album by Mike Oldfield, Exposed. You have Tubular Bells and Incantation and a track called Guilty on it. And another one by Mike Oldfield, my favourite Mike Oldfield album. Actually, I think it's his best. Crisis. I love this album. Simon Phillips on drums on this. You have John Anderson on one of the tracks on vocals. Absolutely unbelievable album. The title track, Crisis, the first side. Oh. And the final one is NSI. That should have been before then, but... Or is it OSI? I think that's OSI. I do think so. Absolutely brilliant. Haven't heard this. This is Stephen Moore, who was in Dream Theater. That's his band, and Gavin Harrison on drums is on this. Haven't heard this. I would like to go out and get it. Or go and listen to it on YouTube. It's absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So I think that's it. Yep, no more there. Hope you enjoy that now. Hope it didn't bore you. They're not doing too well, these videos, but I want to get them out of the way. So the next one, what did I say? LMNO. So from P then to Z, or Z as you say in the States. We will do that the next one, and then we'll have a few videos coming up with Kevin then. I think after that, yeah, I do. And hopefully you'll enjoy him. And if you don't enjoy him, of course, not a whole lot I can do. But anyway, whatever you're doing, stay safe. And it's nice to be nice. Very nice to be nice. And whatever you're doing, do it right. And from me here, Pat on Close to the Edge. Bye for now. Until my next video. Bye-bye.